Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code DRAYSON12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. You know, looking back at the contest in Venice Beach back in the day, compared to now, it's like night and day. We'd have contests in Venice on a smaller stage, a little cement area, and you might draw maybe 100 people. And today they have it in the big pavilion, and they draw like thousands of people. Whole different thing. But I won the Mr. Venice Beach contest, and I competed against a bunch of guys I knew that I trained with, and then Arnold and Franco and all the guys from the gym were judges, so that's the difference right there. You had your friends that were the judges, not outsiders, and it was like a big party. It was just one of those things. I remember people saying, hey, you know, the contest starts at 1 o'clock, we don't have enough contestants. They'd go over to the weightlifting pit and round up 3 or 4 guys to enter, just like that. Come on, enter, you gotta enter this contest. It's going on within, 10 or 15 minutes. But it was fun, and I never really took it serious. I just had fun doing it, and then we'd all hang out after and do something together. Then you had the Mr. Los Angeles contest at the Embassy Auditorium down in LA. I don't know if that building's even there anymore. And that would draw 300 or 400 or 500 people. You know, it was never full, but it was the Mr. Los Angeles contest, and it was fun. Then we all went out to the steakhouse down there after. I remember it had sawdust on the floor. It was a really unique place, and we hang out, all of us together, and just have a real good time. Then there was the Mr. San Pedro contest, which they don't have anymore, and I remember we all drove out there together and did the show and then hung out afterwards. You don't see that going on today. It's not like that. You know, they have major contests, but the smaller contests, they have something in the Culver City Auditorium once in a while, or mostly Venice Beach on the holidays, and they draw huge crowds. And Joe Weider, he contributed the bleachers and all that to the place, and Joe Wheatley does a great job of putting on a show, and they have contestants from all over, and it's a different world. I mean, we all just use the sun for our tan today. You know, they're all orange. And they have all the women, but we didn't have many women back then competing. It was just mostly guys. And we just hung out together, and we'd go to the gym and train, come down, do a show, and then go back to the gym and train a little bit. I don't remember too much more about other contests across town. I think that was pretty much it. The Mr. California contest, they had the Mr. Oh my God, in Palm Springs they had when I entered, I took third. And then I went up to Fresno, California, won the Mr. Central California contest. That was a whole different thing too. They had it at a YMCA. But these contests didn't draw a lot of people. They just drew a handful, but everybody knew everybody. And if you went out of town to do this, they all treated you like royalty, and they all took you out to dinner, and you hung out together, and you had a great time. Now when you go to the Arnold Classic and the Mr. Olympia, you know, there's thousands and thousands of people. If you go to Las Vegas for that show, you just shoulder to shoulder, you can't even move. It looks like Times Square on New Year's Eve. But I still think the old days were better. It was just a group of camaraderie guys that we had a good time together. And I wanted to go down to Venice Beach on Memorial Day just a couple of days ago. And it used to be fun for me. But to get from the valley to Venice Beach, I'm only 17 miles away. I can get there in 25 minutes on a good day. But on days like holidays, it's going to take me an hour and a half to go 17 miles. Then once you get down there, you got to find parking. Parking is just almost impossible. And then when you finally do something, it's not close, and you got to walk through crowds of people on the boardwalk just to get to the show. There's not much seating. Most all the seats are full, and it's hot out in the sun, and it's a different world. It's just a different world. They have vendors that sell different things down there, and back in those days when we did them, they didn't have any vendors. All they had were the guys from the beach and a few guys hanging out, and that was pretty much it. But I wanted to share that with you, how times have changed. You know, it's a whole different world down today. Back then we had a few guys in roller skates and bicycle. Today they have rollerbladers and bikes all over the place and skateboards, and it's just a different world. I can't say that it's any better because time moves on and things do get better and improve, but I don't see any improvement there. I think The old days of the friendships, the camaraderie, and training together and running down to hop in a contest last minute together was a lot of fun. And then we'd all snap pictures with Artie Zeller and some of the guys, and they come out in the magazines, of course, and people saw those worldwide, and you became semi-famous from being in the magazine. And then we trained at the pit, the original weightlifting pit at the beach was just nothing but a shed with weights, and now they've added so much to it. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you because it's kind of fun. Back in those days, we got a lot of stories to tell, and we all went out to the marina afterwards and hung out and just had a great time. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it today. Unfortunately, it's not the same. If I go down now to do that, I end up going over to the firehouse to eat something, and it used to be crowded, and now they raised the prices so high, very few guys go there anymore. It's cost me $30 just for lunch, and that's pretty high compared to what it used to be. But if you go to Gold's on a holiday like that we just had in Venice, you won't even move in there. It's so crowded with people getting ready for the show that you can't even walk around. Back when we did the shows, if you walked into Gold's, there might be 5 people in there. So I just wanted to share that those things came to my mind. You guys like to hear stories, and those are fun stories, and we had a really good time. I wish you could have been there with us. We would have all gotten along really well. Thanks for watching Rick's Corner, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. And be sure to check out eggwhitesinternational.com. I've been taking these egg whites 3 times a day, and I'm seeing a good improvement in my gains in the gym. And if you use my code number RIC, R-I-C, you'll get $10 to $20 off. Can't beat that, can you? Okay, bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRAYSON12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drayson, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrayson.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.